2. Somebody's gonna see this and be like, those glasses are fucking dope. Dude, when I see myself in I'm like, man, those are fucking tight. Those are fucking tight.
Not at all.
Oh, you're a fucking hater. Patrick Mahomes, ski goggle style. Here we go. 5, 4,
Can I go ski
3,
goggling in those?
2. No. Good evening, America. He's like the perfect glasses to come into.
Could go skiing in them, I guess.
Yeah. I do look like a frat boy. I do look like a frat boy in college right now with these glasses, which are clearly me just admitting I was wrong about Patrick Mahomes this season, and I'm openly willing to do that. Wow.
That's weird. That is really, really weird.
Oh, yeah. Now he sounds sexy.
There we go.
I don't know what that was about, but I can't be taking my side. I take my sexy back like Justin Timberlake. He brought it back, and then I took it back. You know what I'm saying? JT for life. I like Justin Timberlake. That's my guy. The Jonas Brothers, too. I openly admit that on our Love Football Talk Facebook page today when I found out they were doing the Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I seen that, and I was like, man, I like to like everything that Blunt Football and you do, but
you bastard! It was the Cowboys and the Jonas Brothers. I had gone too far.
Way too far.
You had gone too far, Trey. You got to pick a lane there. It's either the Jonas Brothers or the Cowboys. I can't let you have both. So, shout out to Podcast P, by the way. That poor bastard has jury duty.
Right? I take it he didn't take the advice we gave him.
No, I told him to. Well, actually, we should probably not discuss publicly the advice we gave him.
It's a civic duty. We're proud of you, Podcast.
Yeah, that you did the right thing.
Your civic duty.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, the first thing I went in there and did was say I work at a television radio station and I cannot be impartial as a juror. No lie. I straight flexed the fucking broadcast card, dog. I was like, I'm not doing this.
Not today.
Well, and I wanted to be able to cover the case or potentially cover the case because it was a retrial of a murder from like 20 years ago, right?
Oh, okay.
So I was like, man, we might want to cover this case. And I'm not trying to blotch us out of it or say that we couldn't be impartial. Or my bigger fear was this guy gets convicted and then uses the newsy man who wrote a story afterwards as a reason to get a retrial, right? Like, I don't want no part of that, right? So I was like, no, I'm good. So we are really proud of you, B. We give you shit, but the truth is, good job for doing your civic duty there, sir. I'll run up in there and be like, I got 4 felonies, be lying out my ass. Like, why did you even call me? Like, you shouldn't call me. No, I'm just playing. All right, so it is, of course, another fabulous Blunt Football Talk brought to you by Vital Cannabis. When you want to make the right choice, you better check out the right cannabis at the right place. That's the northeast corner of Jetwing and Fountain. Check out Vital Cannabis on Weed Maps and see the daily deals. When it comes to the cannabis that you choose, make sure it's Vital. That's Vital Cannabis on Fountain and I thought you were going to go. I don't know what you just said. All I heard was barking.
I just want people to roll up blunts with me right now.
Oh.
So if you're listening right now, I need you to have your weed.
I mean, you mean right now, meow?
Like right meow.
Right meow, meow, meow,
Yes,
meow.
yes,
Oh, no,
yes.
they don't pay us either, actually. Fuck that shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, if you ain't paying me, I've become greedy, Trey. If you don't pay us, we're like, fuck your commercial.
Petty.
Petty. That's called a good production manager, though. The production manager's like, ain't shit getting on that show without me getting paid. Fucking gotta fund this hoe. Hey, by the way, if you're interested in funding our show and donating to our show, you can send your donation information
Straight to Scotty. No.
Wait, what? Hold on. I was going to let you go too. I was like, go ahead and tell him. Wait, what are you doing? Send
All
it to
proceeds will go to
Scotty.
one of 6 kids. No.
Damn. One of 6 kids. He's not sure which one.
Around, okay?
And then there's the ones he doesn't even know about.
Hey, we don't talk about those.
Yeah, and you know what? Until that ancestry links you up, neither do they. That was a good one. That was cold, but that was a good one. Robbie get DNA hits all the time. They're like, we found your cousin. I'm like, no, you found my DNA cousin. I know all my cousins, motherfucker. I don't. I really don't know all my cousins. Like, there have literally been over the last 20 years that I haven't seen any of my family from the East Coast or down in Arizona much, right? There have been at least 200 people that have been born that I have not met yet. Big family on both sides. Big family on both sides.
I was like, how many?
Jesus. Dude, my grandma had 6 kids.
You ain't got to worry about repopulating.
My grandma had 6 kids. My grandpa had, I think, 7. But you got my uncle. So my dad had a twin that died when he was 7 months old. So technically speaking, they're 7, but 6 of them only survived, into adolescence and adulthood kind of thing.
I see.
Or at least that's the story I was told. I didn't grow up with that family, with my real father in that family. What's up. So what you don't know is this shit is popping. So why don't you go ahead and pull up last week's scores, and so we can go over our scores and highlights. I'm gonna magically make things appear because
Oh, cool.
no, okay, seriously, I don't have my notes for the show.
Oh. I was like, ooh, it's a magic show. Hey, you do realize people are like listening. They can't see us. So your little wand over there, that hat is cool as shit, but I have no idea why you have it on. It's kind of like the glasses that you had on. Just being a weirdo, I guess. Is that what it is?
Fuck you, man. Put that back. I was just trying to stunt, man. Like I was trying to Patrick Mahomes stunt. I got my notes, by the way. Thank you for no one helping me out in the production room, by the way. Good looking out. Not. All right, so yeah, that one right there. Yeah, now you come out. Okay, cool. I know who will be interning next season. Wait, what? All right, so
yeah, we're gonna go over last week's Week 7 games.
That's why I need my notes, because the first goddamn game last week, I have notes on that one too.
Yeah, and so this was, what a game, right? Thursday night?
I was really worried at the beginning. I mean, a lot of people saw the quality of education in Arizona right at the start of the game. Was not a good look. Even during my live show, I mentioned this. Huppins. The Huppins sign. Like, girl, you got everybody.
Oh my goodness.
And what she doesn't know is that she's also damaged and defamed, me in the process, because she's never seen my text messages or public posts. But many of Americans have and know that Arizona Cardinal fans may have a literacy problem, at least according to my text, because I don't proofread.
Oh, you do that damn talk the text so you can write a whole paragraph.
I'm like, proofread, I'm an Arizonan cowboy. I shoot straight, son. I don't need to proofread shit. But unfortunately,
anyways,
my rate of speech apparently is not friendly to that thing, because it's like, well, bro, slow down.
Slow down.
It'd be pushing words together I didn't even say.
It does that to me, and I don't do the whole quick tongue rolling talk.
Well, but your speech is slurred from bourbon. There's a difference. I mean, there's a difference. Slurred, fast. What's the difference?
Anyways, so last Thursday, we had the Saints going into the Cardinals coming into town, and high score ended up with the final 34-42. Cardinals pulling it off.
Benjamin.
What did you have going on?
Benjamin stepped up with Connor out. Dude's toting the rock, and he was running like mad, like angry. It was great. Also, Andy Dalton, 3 picks. 2 of them were pick sixes at the end of the second quarter that should have never happened. New Orleans was actually in this game at that point. You know what I mean? And then, of course, because it was 14-14 going towards the end of the half, and we had just tied up, and I'm like, ooh, if they don't put up 3 points on us in a field goal, we'll get out of here clean and get the ball at the start of the second half. Bro, no. Andy Dalton threw 2 picks. Matter of fact, picture of the week from the NFL this week is Marco Wilson diving into the end zone and Andy Dalton turning the other way, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like that look of like a guy who does not care about his job anymore. You know what I mean?
No.
No. Have you seen it yet?
No.
We didn't look it up during the break. Google it's Marco Wilson, Andy Dalton. If you just Google those 2 together.
I mean, I seen the kid leaped for, what was it, like maybe 5-6 feet, diving forward
in the air. Yeah. Like he looked like he could have jumped over a 6-footer.
Fuck.
And he's not a tall guy. I think Marco Wilson's only like 5'11", 6 foot. He's not big. So anyway, but no, that's not the end of it. Huge game. DeAndre Hopkins coming back from the performance-enhancing drug suspension. That he, to this day, maintains his innocence, that he was on advisement, took what he took from a trainer who I'm guessing is no longer gainfully employed. But 10 catches, over 100 yards in that game. And I think Arizona did exactly what they needed to do. You had to get out there, you had to get a win, and you had to show up, because if not, you risk falling to 2-5, dude. Like, you don't want to go into week 8 at 2-5. At 3-5, we still might make the playoffs. Yeah, I said it. We still might, because have you seen the rest of the NFC West? I mean, it is neck and neck, even with teams that are having the head in this division is only 4-3. You know what I mean? They're only 2 games ahead of the closest horse in the race, right? So honestly, it's not as bad as people think.
Right.
It's really not. Now, let's move on. What do you got?
Yes, the next game we had was the Cleveland Browns heading into the Ravens. And this ended up being a lot more of a contest than I was expecting, with, Cleveland hopping out right off the bat, 10 points. And then going in at halftime, the Ravens were up by 3, and Cleveland never saw the lead again.
You have to be prepared for Lamar Jackson, simple and plain. And Lamar Jackson, I think, resubmitted why he is a MVP caliber candidate, whether that's in that 3, 4, 5 spot, whatever he ends up being, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spot by the end of the year. I think it's gonna be hard to catch Josh Allen. Josh Allen's literally going to have to fall flat on his face or get injured. You know what I mean? And then now you could start, maybe not this week, but let's see how he performs next week. And you could see Tua right back in that performance and MVP talk for the simple fact that he's back. And before he went away, he was lights out and hands down the first front runner in my eyes until he got hurt. And then Josh Allen, he fell out of the top 5 over the last few weeks. But anyway, next one.
Oh, you know what? I see why Podcast Pete, the real reason he couldn't show up.
Yeah. He
oh,
face
my
us.
goodness.
He
I forgot about
Look,
this.
I got notes on that one. You think
Next one is the
highlighted that bitch. I used to highlight her.
Is the Buccaneers
Not
versus
sure
the Panthers without Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, and we'll get to that later in the thing. I think that's part of news, or I think it's part of your news actually. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But the Bucs versus the Panthers, this is true. 2 straight losses for the Buccaneers, and not very good-looking ones at all. Buccaneers with a losing record. They started the season off 2-0 and have went 1-4. Since they started the season 2-0, and you just have to wonder what's going on over there. Blown out by the Panthers? Are you fucking serious? The same team that's literally selling the farm, and you get blown out by them. It's fucking embarrassing. If I was Podcast P, I wouldn't have showed up today too.
Damn it, Podcast P, you can't even defend yourself. Or how could you know?
I mean, why would you?
Why, yeah. Oh. Moving
Shots
on.
fired.
Moving on. All right, our next game is the Atlanta Falcons going into the Cincinnati Bengals. And I got to say, this is the first game that the Bengals appeared to be clicking on offense.
Despite the Falcons' run game doing all right, they just couldn't really get anything going, to sustain Burrow and the Bengals. Jamar Chase, 24 games, second fastest guy to 2,000 yards.
Man,
2,000 yards. Second fastest guy to 2,000 yards. Odell Beckham, of course, 21 games it took him. That means Odell Beckham was averaging damn near 100 yards a game. That's legit, bro. He was actually averaging, I think, like 85 or something, but still, that's legit, bro.
That's legit,
right? That's why New York was like, you could just, if you feel like leaving, it's cool. And it's like, we know you're going to want money. All right, so, what do you got?
What we got next here? We have the Lions going into the Dallas Cowboys with good old Dacky back, and the
Lions offense couldn't produce this entire game.
Usual things out of this game.
Typical Jared Goff starts off, in the top 5 in the MVP on the first MVP ranking in week 4, falls off next week. Haven't seen him since.
Ouch. They are 1-5. Cowboys looking pretty good at 5-2 though.
5-2. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Cowboys later in the show. Actually, we'll get to it though. It's not important right now.
Our next game on Sunday was the New York Giants versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Holy moly, guacamole!
Can anybody say they predicted the Giants to start off as good as they are? I mean,
no.
Understand my Puerto Rican mom here. Look.
Oh yeah, and Danny from the Bronx.
Go big blue. Yeah.
Danny from the Bronx, Wake and Bake Show and Blood Football Talk Show super fan. Danny from the Bronx. He has finally made his way into our fantasy football league after years of being a Wake and Bake super fan. And even him, huge Giants fan. He is literally texts me every once in a while or texts the group. And, he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know why. I felt that way last year. The Cardinals went 7-0, dog. I was like, holy shit, we don't normally do this. I mean, we do like 6-2, 6-2. I keep saying 6-2 for a reason.
I mean, they were playing the Jaguars, but yeah. And I say that as we go to London, as the Broncos are playing them in London.
Hold on, and you say that as that actual game may come into play in the power rankings later.
It should, shouldn't it?
We'll talk about it. I don't want to give too much away. I've already said too much.
Our next game, the Colts going to Tennessee to face the Titans.
Yo,
and
can we all just take a pause for a moment and realize that the Tennessee Titans have low-key gotten to the front of that division and low-key without anybody really recognizing because so much attention on the Colts and Matt Ryan, right?
Right.
That the Titans have low-key took over that division and are actually running that division right now.
Man, honestly, though, with the healthy
King
back there, King Henry back there.
I mean, just like on House of Dragons.
Where you expect them.
Once the king got sick, the whole house started falling apart. Just like on House of Dragons. Check that out on HBO. They don't pay us to say that. It's just really fun. Me and P love it. We be watching it.
Our next game is Green Bay, the Packers, going into Washington to face the Commanders.
A lot of trouble in Green Bay.
Commandos.
Tell you. A lot of problems in Green Bay. A lot of trouble.
God, we got
Did
both
you
our
see
senior
Rodgers on
citizens
the
in the league destruction.
You know, when it's time to go, you know.
Did you not get that call last year?
I don't believe in gentrification except in football because you got to do what you got to do to get rid of the old guy. No, I'm just playing. So fucked up. No,
but
seriously.
we saw this coming though. Like I
honestly,
I want to go look at our.
I'm pretty sure I have 2 of these teams in my stuff, and you still haven't finished on the board.
Oh, it's here.
Oh, sweet! You actually brought it with you.
Yeah,
good.
I've brought it with me every week. I'm just normally running out of here after the show.
Just a good point. I'll probably take a picture of it and send it to me again.
Okay.
Then I will fill it out tonight, I swear.
And then we could skip this
maybe
one,
tomorrow,
but
tomorrow.
You won't let me. So the next game is the stank-ass New York Jets came into Denver with their stank and whooped the stank out of us.
You know, honestly, when I look at this game, I keep saying to myself, is anybody paying attention to how few points Denver's defense is actually giving up? It's almost a disservice and an injustice to how good this defense is than how bad the offense is.
Well, the Broncos have been able to keep a fairly good defense through all of their quarterback woes and trying to piece together the offense.
This year's just probably the most ugliest version of it because you guys are holding people to 9 to 15 points every game, and that is the protocol for winning football games right there. Keep them under 17, score 3 touchdowns. Simple.
Right. Yeah.
Simple.
You think that's it.
That's the winning formula.
Yeah.
And the Denver Broncos have gotten half of this, I mean, utterly fucking right, and the other half completely wrong. I'm not so sure it's Russ, although he's not helping by being blind and not seeing open receivers. But I'm starting to wonder when you see the other kid playing just as bad and you go, yeah, is it the system? Is it the play design?
Right.
Is it the spacing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, people don't realize that shit matters. Like where I put a receiver on a play when I used to draw plays up as an offensive coordinator was completely by design. It was by a reason. And I ain't no fucking genius, by the way. That's why I'm pointing this out, that this is basic bitch shit. You have to put spacing in and you move guys in motion and things like that because you figure out stuff like who's in man-to-man in zone and things of that nature.
Or at least get an idea of what the defense is doing.
Or at least what they're showing you pre-snap. Because sometimes we will show blitz and then back off, or we'll be back.
Some of the best teams do that.
And we'll wait till you look over our head deep downfield and we'll come flying the fuck up and try to catch you.
Some of the best
as a defender, that's what we'll teach defenders to do, you know?
Right.
It's a complicated game. It's, you know, football is one of the greatest moving forms of chess ever. It really is. It's like chess, you know, different pieces can only do certain things.
Right.
And it is a chess match. It's a battle. Physical chess match. It's pretty fun. Anyway, let's get to the next game.
Next game, we had the Houston Texans going down to Las Vegas.
I think
to
that
see
would
the Raiders
up to Las Vegas, but we won't hold that against
Texas,
you. You didn't do good in geography, you know. It's okay.
I mean, even if we're looking
You're
at
mapically damn, I was gonna say mapically challenged, but I ruined it. It's not even funny now.
Where'd it go? Fuck. You could have had me on one. Anyways, the Texans go to Vegas
Against the Raiders. The team.
Hopefully they
Scotty
didn't put
hates
down
to say.
no money on themselves.
Yeah, no, they lost big out there.
20-38 was that final.
This game, not shocked, but just surprised.
Oh, I would figure because you are a secret San Diego or not San Diego, LA Chargers fan.
Well, I used to like them when I was a kid, the San Diego
Oh,
Chargers.
okay.
We didn't have a team in Arizona. I liked them and the Cowboys, actually.
Well, anyways, we had Seahawks going.
Anyways, fuck that. Moving on.
We had the Seahawks going down to LA. Yeah, down
Yeah. Seahawks.
the map. And
Yes. You're good. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
And
We approve.
they went into town and whooped butt. I mean, they played hard, didn't they? I mean, what's that kid's face? Their running back.
Oh, man, I lost my running back, and then all of a sudden he starts shining.
Man, who was that kid?
Walker.
Walker, yeah.
The third, Kenneth Walker the third.
Oh my
And the worst part is the week that my running back went down, I still won and finished tops in points. So I was bottoms in waivers. So some chump gets hit Kenneth Walker in our league, and I get stuffed with. Well, actually, the guy I got out of Atlanta was pretty good, and he's running because their guy's gone for the year too. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, and even if he's not, fuck it. Fantasy's about not what you start with, but what you end with. We've said that many a time.
Right.
Half the guys, if not more than half the guys you start with after the bye weeks will not be who you make that playoff push with.
Yeah, you gotta make moves in fantasy football.
And then you got to be slick and get a guy like Debo, like I did last year, because somebody had to make room to try to get a win to even get in the playoffs.
Well,
and I was sitting
watch your
pretty,
waiver
so I was
wire.
like, let me grab that real quick.
Every once in a while, you'll see somebody drop
Like
a player
big.
that's on
Big.
a bye.
And you're like, oh,
Snatch them.
I did that actually last week.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a sad thing when you're on the other side, though.
Yeah.
Moving on.
it does hurt. That's why I try not to keep a lot of guys in the same. Like when I picked up Tua that somebody dropped while he was hurt, I picked him up. I got Tua's. Like I got Herbert and Tua as my quarterbacks. Yeah,
This guy.
I'm gonna make a playoff run this year. Oh my god. And the
We
Bills
got-
will keep Tua just competitive for that wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? I hope it goes well for me.
We don't even. It's so far down the road.
Oh my god. We are halfway through our fantasy season though. It's only a 14-week season, so we're halfway through already.
Halfway there.
Oof, playoffs coming soon. You don't know what that's about though.
Oh, damn. I'm not going to know either. Did you see that
Dude,
change my team
my
name?
son's 0-7. He hasn't won a game. I'm like, bro, I really hit him up. I was like, hey, if you need some advice or some, I'm more than willing to help you. Like, I don't want to see you struggle this bad.
Well, I mean,
It's not funny
you could
anymore.
at
It's
least
sad.
pay for the cheater on the app, right?
I don't know, but he said, oh man, that's low. I was like, oh man, I was actually trying to be nice. Like I wasn't trying to like backhand compliment you or whatever. I was actually trying to be nice and help you out, you little bastard. It's like you think so negative of me. And I was like, but I will tell you 10-1, normally I'd be clowning. So I got a bong first, by the way.
That's for real.
Just want to point that out.
We got 3 more games. Let's get through these games.
And then we have a break and a bong. Woohoo!
Yeah.
B&B.
I like it.
No air.
I like it. What is any of it brought by somebody or did
The
somebody
break? Yeah,
say
we'll get to
something,
that.
or- Oh, okay. So this game right here, right? This is the reason you had those weird ass sunglasses on
Don't.
at the beginning of
Why
the
you
show.
gotta cut me like that, Ed?
The Chiefs going down backwards. What is that? Man, see why am I even
Lateral-ish?
thinking about this?
Somewhat down and over west. Just say west. Just say
Look.
west. Just say west. It's a safe.
The
it's
Kansas
safe.
City Chiefs went into San Francisco
Out west.
out west
There we go.
and laid the smack down.
Smack the fuck down.
I mean, it was not pretty.
Hey, did me a favor. Kept the Cardinals and the 49ers tied, and the and the Rams were off, so we're good.
And then our Sunday night game, we got to see Tua coming back, which a lot of people think that he probably was coming back a little too soon. And
I don't agree, but I have a spotlight on him anyway, so we'll talk about it.
but they had the Steelers come into town and they got him by 6. So I mean, he did what he had to do, right?
Yep, they got the dubs and got out of there, keeping themselves at pace for that division as well. That's a tough division, man. I didn't think that would be the division that would stand out that much, but the Jets have proven to be something interesting. Then you look at the NFC West or East, I mean, and well, we'll talk about that later.
Honestly,
Holy
when you see my predictions, you're gonna laugh.
just wait till you see the top 5. There's a lot going on there. Just wait. But before we
So
get into that,
Monday night, our final game, right? The Chicago Bears going down to Boston.
well, look,
Patriots.
I think that we're going to have to double
Is
team.
there a quarterback scandal?
We'll talk about that later when we get back, actually, because Podcast Piece out. But you and I are going to have to double team his segment and take on the current quarterback controversies that took place over this weekend. There's 2 of them. So you'll take what you can take.
I want Zappy.
You want Zapparuki? Okay, well, when we get back, you'll take Zappy, I'll take Matt Ryan. We're going to be coming back to quarterback controversy. But first, we got to take a break, find the bone, all kinds of fun shit. We'll be back.
By the way, the Bears won.
Probably should have said that.
I was like, wait, I didn't say that.
We meant to tell you that, but because I got, you didn't even read the commercial I gave you. Oh, fucking.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, we'll start.
I thought, hold on. Is that not what when we come in?
Well, no,
Obviously.
but it is now. I mean, after the Vital commercial, it is. It is that. Is that commercial for when we come back? Now.
Now it is. Thanks.
I mean, in the grand scheme of producing a show, it is now.
We got a new track rolling.
But it's okay though. We got 3 commercial break spots. We can read one for each of these segment. I just busted my elbow. All right, so matter of fact, let me get 3 of these ready. We'll get Stone Panda ready for you. Oh, you're doing that one for that one, and then Stone Panda Rebel Hair Art. So these are the next 2, and then we have these left, and then okay, so cool. So we don't want these yet. All right, so we'll go. Stuck that. I ninja that shit underneath the computer outside.
Just in case you were.
Stuck it.
Look, I have Coke.
Oh,
A cola.
I was like, I didn't really plan for that kind of party, man. I mean,
Coca-Cola.
blowing some rehab here or some sobriety here, you know. Fuck it. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
I wouldn't do that to you
Stay
anyways.
sober, rock and roll.
But I am cheating my diet already. I just won't eat dinner when I go home. Right? Is that?
All right, look, I haven't.
Can I trade a soda for dinner?
I haven't been to the gym in a week. Half of it's because of Madden, and half of it's because my knee's actually been swollen, so my arthritis has been bothering me.
It's conveniently swollen, isn't it?
No, actually, it really hurt.
No.
I went to the thing and
Sorry,
fucking
man.
hurt my leg even more, and then couldn't work out for 2 more days. So I'm going back tomorrow.
Just do some arms or something.
I'm about
Try
to.
not to go
The
so
arms look
fucking.
good already.
Oh, look at you!
I'm working out. But now I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'm going upper body diesel. I look like one of them dudes that skipped leg day.
Oh man, I can't wait to see you as an old guy with that diesel body.
Diesel body and then no legs. Just
No,
like
like,
2
is
big
he
holes.
old or not?
Is he ripped or wrinkled?
What is going on?
Are those rips or wrinkles? Both. A little bit of both, actually.
Just don't stand too close.
Just don't get close enough to find out and let your mind wander. All right, here we go. We are going in 5,
I'm ripping this as we're
4,
coming.
3, 2. That's a good idea, actually. 1. Good evening, America. It is blunt football time. It's pro football done so unprofessional that you can't even do the other half of the slogan.
Bong rips as we're coming in. And it's unprofessional as fuck. Oh, I didn't clear it out either. Man. Look, that thing just hit like a fucking champ, let me tell you.
This thing does. This thing does. This is a great bong I got from Hetty Hitters back after doing a gig for them. And it's a bong shop, by the way, in Colorado Springs.
Numme. And it's got some good buzz from Vital in there. I'm sure it tastes good. That might be an ass by assuming. Or am I right?
You're always right.
Always. Because even when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So that means I'm right. Because if I was wrong, I would have been right.
And you know, you could just go straight to 70s Soul and think back, you know, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. All right, anyway.
And the love. Speaking of love, everyone loves creativity,
Telling you.
good food, and
Love is
hard work.
happened too.
And that's why it's so easy to love Sam's Creations. Sam's Creations is award-winning cannabis food creations. Find Sam's Creations on Facebook and Instagram or place your order today at 719-283-1701. That's 719-283-1701. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I was hitting the shit out that damn bit.
I'm still trying to breathe from the... How do you...
Oh, chat, bro.
Fuck.
Did you see what I did at Bungathon? Minute and 14 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Smoked a whole gram. I could have done faster, but I didn't think it through the first time. That was my first time competing shall we say, professionally in a professional competition-ish thing. But had a blast. Shout out to the guys over at Bongathon again, always repping for those guys and showing love. Love those guys out there.
Man, I
They're
hope
so fun to go out there.
Stone Panda will be out there next year. I'm hoping.
Yeah. So guys, let's do this. I'm hoping Wake and Bake can make it back, but with all these damn grandkids coming around, I'm like, holy shit, we actually have to be like parent 2.0 again. You know, it's that time. I told my kids, could you guys wait till like 30, give me like a decade off? No. We want to start our family now. I was like, well, fuck. I guess that's what you do.
I don't know.
I'm not here to judge.
Gift
2 years.
I guess.
I tried to tell them. I was like, hey, look, you might want to sow your wild oats, as they say. But, you know, why listen to the old man? He's just an old idiot.
Yeah, you're trying to start stuff on fire in the studio.
Yeah, I'm burning the
going on
studio
there?
down. I was trying. Why are you like, snitch?
I mean, you're banging on. Like they hear something going on.
How do you know that's not my dog just smacking his head into the table?
Oh,
Now you snitch.
because the dog hasn't been here the whole time.
Ain't nobody over there smoking weed. What? What? All right, so it's time for, of course, the most important news segments and opinion segments you'll ever find in unprofessional sports talk radio and podcasting. And it's brought to you by our friends over at Cannabis. And Cannabis where? That Vital Cannabis. That's right. Check them out on the northeast corner of Jetwing and Fountain. It's Vital Cannabis on Weed Maps. Now, let's go to Pause for the Cause. Pause for the Cause is going to be powered to you by today by, well, us, dummy. When you got a comment, you want that sucker read on the show, you got to do the right thing. Send your comments to info@wakethenbakeamericashow.com. That's info@wakethenbakeamericashow.com. So, my friend.
Yes.
It is time for Pause for the Cause. So I said I'd take Matt Ryan. You're taking zippity zappity doo dah day. So up first, Matt Ryan benched for backup after a bad start and injury. But is it literally Matt's fault? Stats say he's not playing that bad. Or are they, the Colts, not protecting their starting quarterback who's old and funky? So just want to point out that Podcast P said Matt Ryan is a bust.
Hey.
Yo, after that Jags 5-0 start thing, yo, he came out throwing haymakers this year. He was like, I'm going to teach y'all a lesson. You want to make fun of me for a whole year? We're still going to make fun of you forever for that one. But
What
good
is that
call
last one there?
on him.
Makes what?
Winston makes believers, and there's all kinds of stuff going on down there. So he's wrong about that.
I think Winston's in mind too, though.
Huh?
I think Winston's in mind too, though.
I know, and I talked him into going in on Winston in a good way, and it total dud.
Should have listened to his heart.
Listen to your heart. 80s gems still rule. Anyway, so no, Matt Ryan though, I think that there's a couple of like a triple-edged sword here. I think that when you bring in a guy at his age, you promise to protect him and then you don't. That's a huge problem. I mean, that poor bastard's been running for his fucking life back there. He's, I think, what, 37, 38, 39-year-old range. This is his final stop for sure. Yeah. They've benched him and owe him like $12 million next year of guaranteed.
I mean, he's still
money
getting
or
paid.
something. Well, and he's like $12 million guaranteed on top of that. I mean, that's paid, motherfucker. That's paid.
You better figure out a way to make him work. I don't know. You can't just have that sitting on the bench.
And you're sitting on your overhead there. But yeah, I think it's a combination of that.
But you got to protect.
I think
if he's not getting protected, and we've seen it, it's been his downfall through
we've seen turnovers.
major games.
We've seen turnovers. That's on Matt. We've seen some of them. Some of them are tip balls, but some of them are on Matt.
But either
Obviously.
way, it's like, pressure. It's the pressure that he's getting.
But you're not giving him time to throw. He's not making bad choices and not seeing stuff. He's not having time to make the bad choice. He's just making a choice and hoping he doesn't. Look, I've been
doesn't
there.
have the time
Look,
at all.
Bro, I'm 5'10", and I played a little QB. I've been there. Like, I ran for my life. It was like, fuck it, someone should be right there. Picked. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't explain it. It's there's a reason why there's only one on the field. Fair enough. It's just a tough position to play. It really is. It's tough. It's really tough. Like it's not an interchangeable one. It's tough. I feel bad for him because I picked the Colts to win the division. I really wanted it to be good for him. I really was rooting for him. After the letdown in Atlanta, in the Tom Brady greatest comeback ever in a Super Bowl and damn near ever in a game. You look at all of that and you go, poor fucking Matt. But at the same time, it is what it is. Let's move on. Get me touchdowns and make it zappy. Or snappy or zappy. Both. New England replaces Mac Jones after, I think it was 6 pass attempts, with Zappy mid-game. Or should I say mid-game? But, bro, it was early. I think mid-game's being too nice.
It was fairly early, but Mac Jones was out there and he had I want to say 3 or 4 3-and-outs.
He got picked too, did he?
And
he had a turnover.
And talk about but when I watched it, when Zappy got out on the field, that place was electric.
He did go down. He did go down and get a drive,
and that had to been hard for old Mac Jones sitting on the sideline. Helmet still on.
After that, he got chewed up too, and had a couple turnovers, if I remember right.
I tell you what, man, just to see what happened.
I watched some of that game.
It was an honor to watch.
It was just
because I fucking hate the Patriots. So.
If you're gonna let your disdain for a team,
but it did honestly.
I get you. I understand that.
But honestly, it looked like there was we were watching the changing of a quarterback, right? When Zappy went in there, the energy of the place, all that.
If you want to hit your hand, don't hold it on the table. You're lumberjacking the table.
But yeah, so they ended up getting beat the fuck up by the Chicago Bears.
Honestly, I told you that Mac Jones probably shouldn't be drafted in the first round unless he goes to the Patriots. I said that. I would say you, but it was Podcast P, I'm sure of it. Because we did the draft special with that draft class. Do you know what I mean? And I remember, because I don't think you did the draft special with us this year either, did you?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think you were there. Fucker. That's the end of the season this year, so you might want to be there this time. After we do the draft thing, we out until the summer, so until we're going to actually enjoy our time off, and we'll cover any Super Bowls for XFL Super. I don't think you can say those two things together without getting sued, but I did. Holla back.
Hey.
Freedom of speech. I don't know. I just figured I'd act like all the lunatics out there. Just start screaming that. Fuck it. Anyway, let's go to Stone Panda NFTs. Nuts. That's right. He's nuts about NFTs. Stone Panda NFTs. Get into the blockchain. Get a little digital assets. Gain some market power with the creators at Stone Panda NFT. Stop by StonePandaNFT.com or follow Stone Panda NFT on social media. Stone Panda NFT is traded on Polygon. Results and success may vary by person. Panda.
So, big trade, Christian McCaffrey, right?
Wow.
I love this video, by the way.
Really tired of getting people that are really good coming to the NFC West, and then I realized that he's like the CMC injury factory, so it's cool.
I loved this video, by the way, by the Los Angeles Rams coach, Sean McVay, because he's like, as soon as he heard that, he's on the chopping block, he's like, oh, okay, might not have to play against the kid. But then he went to who?
The team they're playing next week. I think they literally play next week. And here's the irony is he just played them like a week ago and lost. Or won or lost. It doesn't matter. They didn't do well. I think they won, but anyway, it does matter actually for the sake of playoffs and everything else.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe
it does actually matter. Yeah. So here's the thing: is I think that a team that doesn't need another running back went out and gave up draft picks to get another running back that's injury prone to back up their running back. So it definitely adds a second layer of talent and maybe a little insurance, but I just don't understand why you're going all in this season with a quarterback that you tried to trade away for the quarterback that you have that's injured right now.
That just sounds weird.
Yeah, what kind of weird menage shit you guys got going on out there in the Bay? But how I get in? I want to get seats.
This guy
to watch y'all lose as I wear my Cardinals jersey. Bird gang. Sorry, was that too far? Never. Anyway, what else you got for the news?
So, Saints, God, how do you say his name? Kamara?
Alvin Kamara.
Kamara is
Some
being
people say
sued
Kamara, but
for
it's technically
$10
Kamara.
million. The victim
That's
of
10
an
mighty.
alleged...
That's what we call 10 mighty stacks.
Man,
That's mighty a lot of money. That's
Mighty.
a mighty lot of money.
I just need a couple. I'll be happy.
I'll take one mighty stack right now because I can turn that into a house and two more mighty
I'm pretty
stacks.
sure we'd be able to flip it into something. Make money. All you need is money to make
I'll
money.
just start flipping
I say
houses.
it all
I'll
the
hire
time.
my son to help me.
The more money you get, the more money you can make.
Start flipping houses, make my son my general foreman.
Boom.
We'll buy up half this fucking town.
Well-
Yeah, ow, motherfucker.
I'm not sure what Darnell Green
Crutch,
Jr.
crutch,
is going to do, but he is suing for, and he's a victim of an alleged battery, but he's seeking $10 million in damages.
I think that when you have money, you better be careful who you hit because you have the money that they can justify wanting that much money. Now,
Right.
the thing that I think that frustrates me is okay, so I think that rich people have to pay the price for being rich when they hit someone, which I think is ridiculous. I think that you should get the same fines and fees as any other normal
Right.
person. However, I think that rich people would go around decking motherfuckers because they'd be like 10 grand, 10 grand.
Yeah, fuck it.
10 grand, just fuck it every
Right.
time. So I think, sometimes these lawsuits get people to act right. But I will tell you that I'm embarrassed by Alvin on this one. I think that it has impacted his play a little bit down year because he's having a down year.
Right.
When it came time to decide whether to keep him or Austin Eckler, even on fantasy, it was a tough decision. But
Thinking of this and, because
knowing
you
what
got to
problems that people are
understand,
facing on the side and off the field, that can impact
like
their
when you
play.
look at the Buccaneers, I mean, come on, man. Tell me that
Tom Brady and
outside
his wife
football
got
stuff
problems.
isn't affecting
excuse
that
me.
team.
That's slander.
That,
I'm
not even, we don't even have to talk about that, but
I'm pretty sure.
the
Well, listen,
effects
I'm pretty sure
from
that him and his
are
wife.
affecting the team.
Listen, him and his wife been together a long time now, and I'm pretty sure they're going through some things.
Oh yeah.
And
Right.
I'm guessing he's supposed to be home now, and he didn't come home.
He probably promised her he would be home.
And
I'm
now-
guessing. But that's neither here nor there.
Look at the Bucs
his
play, though.
outside.
The Bucs
What's
are
going on
terrible.
outside of him? Just like Alvin.
The Bucs are terrible.
just like
The-
Alvin here.
their defense
What's
isn't
going
even
on
giving up that
around
much
outside
points.
is obviously affecting him.
Three touchdowns is some Super Tom should easily be able to overcome. You know what I mean?
And when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing, because he's on video. He's literally on video, shoving the dude up against the wall, punching him until he was unconscious.
Oh, he fucks him up.
Yeah,
Alvin went too far. I'm pretty sure there might have been a little bit of liquid courage involved.
might have been. Yeah, for the other guy. What a dummy! You got to understand, man. You
Maybe this
you
dude
got to
was
learn how
looking
to
to
pick
get
your
his
fights.
face.
There's a reason I haven't lost a one-on-one fight because I'm not fighting somebody I'm gonna lose.
I'm not fighting someone in the NFL.
Like, ain't no way.
I'm
Look,
telling you,
buddy.
I'm a mean, scrappy, squirrely motherfucker, but I'm also not stupid.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
am pretty
it's
stupid.
really odd that we said that at the same time. We're not even
But
looking at each other.
he literally
I was looking at the camera actually.
he literally blocked him from going onto the elevator, get out of the nightclub.
Yeah, I mean,
so what do you do? What do you do? You're gonna take that ass whooping. Whatever he said, who knows?
but now
there's always three stories, right?
I think Eminem said it best. He said, "File you a lawsuit, call you a lawyer, I'll buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of arguing."
Hey,
I mean that, but like I said,
I wouldn't doubt it if that's what happens. He doesn't just say, "Hey, here's
when you talk about punitive damages
here's
for
$5 million.
listen to me. When you talk,
here's $5 million. Let's
settle out of court.
Yep.
But here's the deal: when there's punitive damages, right, done, I think that you have to consider someone's income. It may not seem fair, but I shouldn't have to pay $10 million. I don't have the ability to do that. I would never be able to pay that off in my entire lifetime at current status quo, right? Well, I have to look at, someone like Alvin Kamara and go, also a $5,000 fine and paying for his medical bills is a slap on the wrist for someone at his status. So I do think that sometimes when the court awards punitive or physical damage, fees, I think that it does need to, warrant you got to make sure that it kind of kicks whoever did it in the dick so they learn a lesson. I guarantee you he's going to think before he hits someone again after paying $10 million. Now, I don't think the plaintiff's going to get that much, but you could see them either settle for about around half to $7 million to save him the hassle and the embarrassment of court, and or maybe settling for more undisclosed to get it out of court. You never know. You never know. And then he could get bankrolled by somebody who really loves the Saints and got money.
To broker this deal, to get it,
Hey, someone who bet on the Saints to win the Super Bowl might be like, look, Alvin, I got them lawyer fees.
We'll talk it out. We'll figure it out.
No, that's not okay. Just stay out of it. Let that man pay for his own problems. He fucked up. Sometimes you got to learn. What do you got? What else do you got for the news, Scotty?
So we got Chargers new stud DB J.C. Jackson is gone for the season. And this sounded, I didn't see it, and I don't want to see it because it sounds horrible.
It's bad. And it was in a game that was already going unwell for them. I had it in the tiny box. You know, I put the big box for the game that's like popping, and I put all the other games in the tiny boxes, and I watch all of them. Well, yeah, it was in a tiny box because it wasn't going well for the Chargers, which was very upsetting to me as a low-key Chargers fan, like you said.
Yeah, right.
I own
this guy. But, yeah, so they
I'm not gonna lie.
They ended up losing more than the game because
I could go to any
Mike
Broncos
Williams
game
as
and
well.
wear a Broncos jersey, but if I go to a Broncos Chargers or a Broncos Cardinals game, I promise you I'm gonna wear that Cardinals or that Chargers jersey. I'll take that ass whooping, but I'm not. I gotta rep the teams I really do care. I ain't taking no ass whooping. I'm not a nasty fan.
I'm starting a Simpsons Tale.
And I date a Karen.
Thing
I date a Karen. Like she will literally call security and have you thrown out the game. Like I date a Karen. Like don't. It's not worth your asshole.
Not even worth it.
She's even said it. She's like, oh, I'll just go get security. I'm like,
okay.
One time I was at a home game and it was one of my own fans being a d-bag to me, and it was a fan from the opposing team, a Philly fan. It was like, you want me to fuck him up? I was like, damn. I was like, you know what? Actually. You want to get him?
Yeah,
Let's get him. I was in my early 20s. I was like, actually, I can handle my own, but you want to smack this asshole around too? He's kind of a dick. You are a Philly fan, so I know you have it in you to just go hitting people for no reason. Doo-doo-doo. Said that to an ex-girlfriend that was a Phillies fan. Regret that greatly.
Oh, my God. So the Chargers cornerback J.C. Jackson suffered ruptured. Look, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, okay? Let's not even worry about it. It's his kneecap. Basically...
It's a patella, I believe.
No,
right?
patella, yeah.
Patella. It's the same. It's the same ligament that they
took.
The
tendon.
The patella tendon. Yeah, they took part of my patella tendon to build me a new ACL
contract, 5-year, $82.5 million.
He'll be back next year. It's going to take him about a year to heal and get back to work. But I think that this is where you're going to start seeing teams justify that guaranteed money is not worth it.
Man,
if he weren't to come back full stud. I think it really.
So it is a dislocated kneecap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because that just sounded horrible when I read that part.
Oh, he didn't tear the tendon.
Well, dislocating it,
tears it.
Tore ruptured the tendon.
Poof.
Ruptured it.
That basically makes it. Yeah. I ruptured my ACL. Like it literally didn't tear. It exploded. When they went in there, they were like, "Oh, we can't repair this. We have to replace this." And then they took the middle third of my patella tendon in my knee. That's why that huge
nothing like a
scar on my knee.
Nutella.
But I will tell you, my motor of my knee is like a lot better since I had that cleanup in there, that scope done. The motoring of my knee is a lot better.
Sorry,
I got all kinds of weird bumps on my stomach, bro. I'm really like.
Wide receiver Mike Williams suffered a high ankle sprain. Ankle sprain.
That's because he thought I was going to crop dust him. So he's like, "What?
He's expected to miss a few weeks.
That sucks."
Yeah, I got him.
That's good though. At least you're missing a few weeks and not missing a few years, okay, buddy? Because let me tell you,
or not knowing,
or worse, yeah, not even knowing. Let's go to
that 2-minute drill
with Tracy.
Hey, I get to argue with you. Is that what's going on?
Maybe.
Say something about rebuttals.
Sometimes.
The trumpet. What? Oh no. Oh my shit. Am I reading this thing?
Triumphant.
Oh.
Wow. You really got to get
Look,
on Facebook, dude. Seriously.
I got my education
I still haven't figured
just
out how
right
to
up
deactivate
the
my
street.
account that they reactivated that I never asked them to reactivate.
That's weird.
Fucking dicks.
When it comes to haircuts, trims, color, or the next special event, you want to look your best, right?
Facts.
Then you need Jamie from Rebel Hair Art
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Studio
yeah.
One Salon. Stop by and see Jamie at Studio One at 4709 North Academy Boulevard, or call Jamie at Rebel Hair Art 719-262-9011 for your next hair sesh.
Yeah. So, 2-minute drill with Trey, simple. Tua, triumphant return, somewhat. There was one play though where he scrambled because I was watching that one too. Like I said, I flipped through the games and stuff, but this one was in prime time anyway, so I was watching this one. There were no other games on, and the one thing though, man, he went to go run, and he took off, and when he dove head first, I literally cringed. Looks like half of my feeds. Oh yeah, should I flip that around? It's up in the corner. It's all weird.
So weird.
At least it's not like started live. I still wish I could learn how to get my TikTok to be able to go live for my TikTok.
I think you got to have a certain amount of people or something. I can't even go
I
live.
got a lot though.
I don't know. I'm nowhere near.
Why do you look like you're wearing makeup?
Oh wow, that is so weird. What's going on?
Why do you look
You
like,
too.
Oh my god, we look amazing.
What is going on? Oh my god. This is too much.
Your camera's tricking out. I could not like do shrooms and like fuck around with you.
This
and play
is
with your
too
camera.
much.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
That's pretty cool. All right, so I gotta get on TikTok more. I just use it to air my guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh my god. Now it's back to me. Okay, what were we talking about? I feel like this
TikTok.
thing's...
It's distracting.
Look, we're on the 2-minute drill.
Okay, we'll try. So Tua, triumphant return? Maybe, maybe not. Well, one thing I will tell you guys is that Tua, after 2 concussions, took off on a run, man. And I'm telling you, I like literally when it was like, I held my breath, bro, because he dove head first.
Yeah.
And do you know the play?
But no.
Oh, I was like,
you know he had to do that. He He waited. Look, any real competitor out there on the football field.
you're right though. I'm like, yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is try to run somebody over and get,
Man.
even if I get trucked, just
Whatever.
to get that hit out the way.
Right, get it
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah, but
And
diving
then
head
hopefully
first,
it shakes them. Yeah, I mean,
that's not exactly the best
I
way to
didn't
go
see the
about it.
play, so I can't speak on that. I'm just saying, like, he did it, and it helped him throughout the game.
Right. Well, I will tell you this. I'm telling you, I'm pretty excited to see what Tua does. I picked him up in fantasy when somebody was dropped him during his injury. I mean, I'm literally pretty excited to see what happens with this guy and this kid.
Oh
shit. Weirded
We're
me
done.
out.
We're done.
He's like, I can't even take it. I can't take it anymore. Make it stop. Make it stop. TikTok's taking over the studio. No. You look creepy right there. you look like how they zoom in on somebody's still photo in those serial killer TV shows. Like they find like you ever notice on the serial killer shows, they find like the worst possible like video of the serial killer, like his mom told him to get up after he was trying to get one, jerk one out, like level like face. He's like, and so they find like the one of them when they're a little kid and they're trying to smile and like look scared, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. I'm always like, look, we get it. He's not a good person. I'm like, fuck. Let that man live his worst life. I don't know if that's the thing you say for that, but that's what I'm going with. I'm not about to say a serial killer should live their best life. That's ridiculous.
My wife always asks me, where do you think?
It looks like 8 of my cousins, seriously, and 1 of my kids. What the fuck are you trying to say? No, I was like, it actually looks like me with Daisy. That looks like my old Chug, my little Chihuahua pug. She's so cute. My son still has her sleep in his room. That's like something from back when we were still like all in one house.
Oh, that was a hell of an interception.
I saw that one when he jumped over him.
Yeah.
And it was like right after Mac Jones trying to kick him in the dick, bro.
One-handed.
You didn't see the kick
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
dick
yeah.
slide.
Oh yeah, it's cool if you can slide and fucking kick somebody in the dick, huh?
Yeah. And he's like, I'll just fucking pick your fucking shit and then fucking jump over somebody. So fuck you, little bitch. You know, he was sitting back there like, all right, I see you, dog. I fucking see you. Fuck up. Fuck around. Fucking throw one ball up and I'm gonna get that bitch. He said, I'm gonna play off so I can break on that hoe like a track star. It's Facebook. Ooh, you should go live on
Wake and bake?
yeah. Let's do that. We don't never do that.
Never. I go on there every once in a while and put stuff and
Well, that's good though, because that when you do go live, if you don't do it all the time, like we used to every day, like do like 3 lives, right? So when you don't do it every day, then it like hits everybody up. Like I haven't even been on our live feed with you. This is great. Love football. I know mine's all like I just have to like type a B, L, and then after that it's tap 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 because I've like typed it so much.
oh, I was making. So I wanted to tell you I was making the Power Fives for you, but since you stopped putting it in the email, it's not easy anymore for me to just
Well,
copy
make sure you do it.
and move it
Well,
to
you
the.
could just like type it up too.
No, but I can't.
No.
You could just copy it from here and put it on the.
Well, but I want to surprise you guys.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay, wait a minute. Here we go. You're right, though. You're right. I mean, you are right, but damn it. Okay, here we go.
I mean, you seen like the words that I was misreading. You seen that?
Yeah, you should probably copy and paste.
Yeah. It's the life for me.
Good evening, America.
Copy and paste is the life for me.
It's blood
Football.
talk. I believe you just asked me to do something so that you could be lazier. That's all I heard.
I mean, hey.
Hey, whatever you take it how you want. All right, so it is blunt football talk, and we are back. It is pro football done.
I'm professional.
As a motherfucker. So unprofessional, I forgot to get a drink during the break.
That's a little bit more than being unprofessional.
It's unhygienic. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I went 10-4 over on Pick'ems, man, which gave me the lead back again.
Oh man,
I'm actually in second.
I've been doing horrible.
I'm in second, but tied for first, and he has the tiebreaker somehow. Oh no, I'm tied with somebody else for second, but you know how I got him? Why I held the tiebreaker because of points. It was the game. I said 47 points. The game had 46. That's how you win. That's how you
win.
That's how you win right there. Make sure you get that score right when you're doing pick'ems, because it might be the difference between you getting ahead of somebody. Anyway, so speaking of picking them, let's pick them now. It's time for the Power 5. And the
Who's
Power
that,
5 is brought to you by
who?
Powerhouse.
Who are you?
Powerhouse Food.
Yeah, everyone loves creativity.
We do.
Good food and hard work. That's
Okay.
why it's so easy to love Sam's Creations.
Yeah.
Sam's Creations is award-winning cannabis foods creations. Find Sam's Creations on Facebook and Instagram, or place your order at 719-283-1701. And that is
Facts.
Sam's with a Z and Creations with a Z.
Facts. So let's get to it. Here we go. We've got the Power 5. Oh shit, I don't even have it. I was scrolling down and I was like, oh wait, yeah, it's right here. I got it on the list.
See, wouldn't it be nice to just
Well,
be right
if you're
there?
here at the studio, I could just give you the list and you can leave with it.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, I need this for next week though.
but then I'd still have to type it out instead of copy and paste.
There is that. Damn it. What if I send you a different list?
Oh. That way you can still be snicker.
I don't know. Fuck it. Now I don't even
No,
care
just,
anymore.
just whatever.
Shit. No.
Text it to me.
Fuck.
We'll make it work.
That's worse. No, I'm just waiting.
I just really haven't been like on top of too much lately. You know, just
It happens. I don't even care.
I know.
It
You're a
happens.
good friend.
I'm a good friend.
You want friends that care? No, Scotty wants friends that don't,
don't care.
fucking care.
Especially when he does something messed up like that. Like, don't
Man,
fuck-
that was you. You bumped the table.
No, this fell. What you put it there? Didn't
Did
you
I put it on the wrong spot?
Didn't you?
I think you moved it. It was you. That's how you move it.
I may have actually knocked it off. But had I not been booby trapped by you,
You didn't even question it. You're like, he's probably telling the truth.
right? I just
No,
fuck up.
I was lying.
I fuck up
I was
though.
lying.
So
I
I
put it on
I
there.
fuck up.
I
Maybe
did.
I
I
probably
did. We
fucked
can
up.
go back. Go back. Should we throw the red
Rewind
flag?
the tape. Throw the flag. You see
Throw
the
the red flag,
commercial?
those
Throw the flag.
commercials.
We have the tape right here. All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay, what were we? Oh yeah, Power Five.
Power 5.
I see a couple that I'll argue with this, and I feel like I've argued with it since it happened.
Coming in at honorable mention, the
Oh, yeah, you
Vikings.
go there first. That's right.
Honorable mention, the Vikings.
The Vikings.
I had them in at number 5. I dropped them out of number 5 because their bye week didn't give themselves an opportunity to defend 5th place. And you don't get, first, second place, you might get lax on a bye week, but you're not getting that in 5th. And the team that they're fighting for that spot with got a win and a big win
Big win.
against
Big win. I understand.
So the Cowboys, smacked the shit out the Lions, and the Vikings were sitting at home on their ass,
Right.
enjoying a bye week. And if this was the other way around, I would flip the Vikings in a heartbeat for the same exact reason. So I do have the Dallas Cowboys moving up from honorable mention into the 5th spot and
Man.
back on the board.
I'm so glad this is going on Wake and Bake's page, not mine.
Oh, you're so stupid. Yeah, your page shows the Broncos top 5, wasting time.
Wasting time. If you want a non-biased opinion, I'm not it.
I'm not it. See, look, he wants friends that are terrible. He's not the guy you want to call for anything. He needs me to type it up, so all he has to do is copy and paste.
I will sing the song again.
This motherfucker.
Fuck with me.
Fuck with me. I'm different. Pulled up to the scene, we'll still missing.
I fucking love that song.
That was my song for being bald. I was thinking in my head when I was singing it, like, pull up to the scene, my ceiling missing, because I shaved my head bald, so the ceiling's missing. Anyway, at number
Skip the
4, dropping a spot because quality of losses and quality of wins matter.
Yes, it does.
And so I have, in a flip-flop this week, I have the Giants falling to 4 because the strength of...
Once again, glad this is on yours, and my Puerto Rican mom's not seeing it on mine.
Their strength of win is against the Jags, and they barely got the win against a struggling Jaguar team, right? Whereas the Chiefs went and blew out a 49ers team that was on the fucking list last week.
Yeah.
So, or was it 2 weeks ago? It was either last week or 2
It
weeks
don't
ago.
matter. Either way, we're talking about a different caliber of team.
Yeah, and it was a blowout. I mean, a fucking blowout.
Right.
And so I had to switch the Giants and the Chiefs around and put the Giants back at number 4 and put the Chiefs back at number 3 and flippity the floopity. But I'm very impressed with the Giants.
I fully
Coach
agree
Dab
with
killing
everything
it. I call him
to
Coach
this
Dab.
point.
Instead of Dabo, I call him Coach Dab.
Oh God. Dab.
Yo, Coach
No,
Dab.
that's
Coach Daddy
that's the
Dab.
grand. That's the granddad.
Of Dab. That's the granddab.
Granddad dab.
Just granddab.
With the plus.
rolls right off the sign. Granddab. I'm gonna be a granddab. I'm gonna be a granddab.
Plus.
Dabby dab dab.
Twice, right?
Yes,
Plus.
whatever it is. Plus, minus 3, plus 4, plus 5.
No minuses.
No minuses. All right. All right.
So this
kill
is
the minuses. Kill.
This is where I disagree with you. Wholeheartedly
Okay.
disagree with
It's fair.
just because the Bills and the Bills Mafia, like how many people do you know that were Bills fans before Josh Allen?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Are you talking about the 1-2 spots? You want them flipped, don't you?
Yeah.
There's a lot of there are 3. I went and looked after I do mine. I don't do mine first because I don't want anybody's to, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I went and looked after, and like 3 different outlets, their top 5 literally matches mine.
Yeah.
And then like 3 other outlets, their top 5 is like mine all swoopy swooped. But here's the interesting part.
I mean,
And the Vikings Cowboys,
Eagles have been killing.
Check this out. The Vikings Cowboys depends on which one you pull. They're interchangeable on almost every other poll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my reasoning. I just can't have
So
a
just
team.
just so we know, Bills you have at 2.
Yes, and Eagles at 1 still.
Okay.
No change. Mostly, and it is. This is the reason why I didn't change it. Both of these teams. Wait, no, both of these teams were on a bye week. Yeah, wait. Who the hell's on the bye week? I always write it down somewhere on my notes. Oh yeah, both these teams were on a bye week. It was Bills, Rams, Vikings, and Eagles. That's what it was. So yeah, so my simple justification is I can't swip them around, change them, and we've got to see something play out. But they were that way on my list to begin with the week before.
But for me, on my list, like almost matching every week with yours, except for the Bills are at number 1.
Well, then
Bills Mafia, I feel like deserves that spot. Like if you're a real true Bills Mafia,
Eagles are undefeated though.
But it's not. But we're not going. But we're not.
They're
going
like the
on
Dory of
record.
NFL. Just keep.
It's not
winning,
record.
Just keep winning.
It's not record.
Just keep.
It's
at some
power.
Right, but once we get to a certain point of the season, and you're still winning, it's hard to argue that you don't have the power in the NFL right now.
It's not hard to argue. You just gotta look at the stats.
If the playoffs ended today, they'd have a home seat bye, but so would the Bills because they're from different conferences. But I'm not trying to debate that right now because that's a different debate. All right, that's fair.
I'm not trying to say what the Eagles and their young talent out there. You know, I'm not trying to downplay that.
I almost feel like this is Green Bay and Arizona all over again, and everybody's just waiting for Arizona to lose so they can put Green Bay above them. Seriously, like even me, I'm like, God, would you just fucking lose like with the Bills where they belong? But I can't do it because I just can't watch a team keep winning after like week 4 or 5,
bro.
No one else is
riding
undefeated.
a wave right now out there,
and honestly,
and they're
I mean,
doing it too. Like
I'm pretty sure they're not going to win or lose this week either, but we'll get to that. Coming up next, but let's go to the MVP. So, the Chiefs. So first off, Allen, Mahomes, and Hurts, no change there for me. Too easy. What I did do was, after watching Justin Herbert and the offense struggle over there in LA again, 2 weeks in a row, I had no choice but to drop him out of the top 5. He's floating there at the honorable mention level 6, right? 7 range. What I did do was I had to bring Lamar Jackson back in because when you look at Lamar Jackson, not only has he got great passing yards, rating, and touchdowns, but he's also 5th in fucking rushing in the NFL.
Right.
Like, no,
He's carrying
not 5th amongst quarterbacks. That's 5th amongst
Overall.
all people who carry a fucking football as a running back.
I mean,
or runner.
I'm sure you have to do it a certain amount of times before you get on the list.
To get on that list, yeah, you have to have like, I think it's like more than 50 carries for the season or 25 carries, at least 25 carries to be on there.
Yeah.
And honestly, at 25 carries, you're not probably going to lead in yards at all anyway. But if you only carry for like 1 yard touchdowns, you might lead in touchdowns. So anyway,
I'd be happy with that.
So this is where it gets fun. So I have Jackson moving up to the number 4 spot from the unranked spot. And then in the 5th spot, I have this year's first non-quarterback to make the MVP top 5 predictor. Here, you ready? I'm going with 740 yards on the season. That's only 7 games in, so you're averaging over 100 yards a game. I'm going with, he's on pace for between 1,800 and 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
I'm going with motherfucking Nick Chubb from the Browns, actually.
Man.
That motherfucker is killing it, dude.
Running
Slaying
his ass off.
I don't think he'll have enough by the end of the year to get MVP. He'd have to break the all-time rushing record, something to that effect, I think. And I just don't know. It's not Cleveland that's the problem. Actually, their run game is lit.
Right.
I think it's their schedule. It's just too tough for it. It's not going to happen against some of those teams. They're going to buckle down against them, and they're going to be able to shut that run game down. And they have a 1-2 punch over there too, so it's not just Chubb lighting it up. It's their second back too. So I mean, Cleveland has a legitimate run game. So that's my top 5. I finally have. I'm so mad Preston's here because every week he's like, it's just going to be 5 quarterbacks, and I'm like, bro, for like the first fucking 5-6 weeks, it usually is anyway. It takes running backs and receivers a few months sometimes to get enough stats up to go, that is prettier than this quarterback right here, Well, right now at 740 yards, you're not even halfway through the season yet. That's really pretty for a running back. That's sexy. You got to be on my top 5 for MVP list. So, other than that, I think that's it. I think we have to do predictions and we're done. And when you want to make the right prediction in advertisement, make the right prediction.
And business customers matter, and how you spend ad dollars matter even more. This is why trusted businesses choose to advertise here at Wake and Bake America Show and Blunt Football Talk, because it's affordable, top of the mind advertising. Send us an email at info@wake, the letter N, bake, americashow.com.
We have packages that include everything from our website to on-air reads like this, in terms of full-blown commercials and things like this. Getting out the vote when you got something important that you want us to work on, or we just do it ourselves. This one's on us though. I don't want to remind you guys that elections are around the corner. More important than getting stoned, the reason we can get stoned. Should we just point that out?
Right.
The literal fucking reason we can sit here and get high as a motherfucker, and you can actually come to my door as the police, and I'll talk to you while I smoke weed right next to you. Level shit.
I'll show you my
So
weed.
most of them step back though, because they don't want to like breathe it in and pop a UA and get in trouble. Which is still dumb that they even get in trouble for that.
Right.
I'm like, I can't even get in trouble for that. Why you fucking with the police about the shit the police can't fuck with me for? That doesn't even seem right. Like officers, I know we've had our fits. You know how I feel about certain things, but this is the one that I am utterly on your side on. You shouldn't be fired for smoking pot as an officer when it's off duty. Full stop. Facts. Actually, as a matter of fact, some of you fucking turned up fucking testosterone fucking drinking fucking group circle jerking off fucking motherfucking steroid freaks might calm the fuck down.
In the state of Colorado, they will send out, we have like just a pre-register thing. So you should have already received all your information on.
Actually, you see
who
them right
and
there?
what to vote for.
They're
If
filled
not-
out. I got to go take them off to the, because I don't like to just drop them in the mail.
Right.
One, I have to pay for the postage and I'm a cheap bitch. But two, the secure drop boxes are Cameron.
Yeah.
You know, people can talk all the crazy they want, but the truth is, maybe you should all follow the Colorado model. Because out here, shit works. That's why Jenna Griswold's going to get reelected.
And
I'm telling you right now.
and just so you know, if you have not received your ballot, you can vote in person still.
I will tell you, here in Colorado, we have some weird ones, and we got some tough ones. Some ones that I don't agree with that would probably get us a lot of flack. I'd tell you offline, though. I don't agree with it, but it's for other reasons. It has nothing to do. I think the guise of what it's being put behind is is part of the problem. Why I look like an asshole. Fair enough, but
Fair.
it shouldn't be that way. Not indefinitely and not forever. I'm sorry, but that's a burden the rest of us have to bear. From a tax point. I'm sorry, I've already said too much. Anyway, and legal weed in Colorado Springs, vote yes. 300 and 301. That is the one I will tell you. I did vote yes on 300 and 301. I think that we need a legal rec market in the city, but I will tell you that I will shut shit down the minute you try to go after the medical market, because I'm not going to pay rec prices when I'm a patient. I have patient rights.
Right.
But the rest of you motherfuckers deserve to not have to drive 3 towns away just to go fucking get pot. That's dumb. And we're sending Colorado tax dollars. That's
Especially if you
all
can
we're
still
gonna-
go to the corner and buy a bottle of booze.
Facts.
Oh, man.
And right now they want to let companies get like 20 liquor licenses across the state and monopolize their businesses or franchise them or whatever.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking to myself, like, no, like that treads on people's ability to start small businesses because they only hand out so much. And now you're going to be able to absorb a bunch of them as one entity.
It's a booze.
So people could say, well, you're against business. No. But on that one, I got to look out for small business. I got to look out for the small bars. I got to look out for the small bars that will be in the small towns that they are the best bar in their town. And someone else will be able to put one out there with a liquor license that normally they would never be able to do that. You know what I mean? I can't let that happen. That's just not okay. So I had to vote no. Now you can vote yes for that. That's the great thing about our voting. That's why we're taking a minute to talk about it. It's the most beautiful thing about America is that you can just totally fucking disagree with me. We don't have to get this. We don't actually have to kill each other if we disagree. Imagine that. Damn, bro. 72.9. You really can't miss a week. It hurts.
Yeah.
I had like 3 picks not go through, and I'm still at an 88 though. I slayed this week. I mean, I fucked this week up.
How come my picks aren't pulling up though?
I don't. Are you logged in? Yeah. Go. Make picks. Click on make picks.
Oh, hi ass.
This motherfucker. You serious? Is that all you? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Usually podcast P goes through these, but I'm gonna let you handle it. I'm just gonna say my shit.
All right. So first one we have is going to be Thursday. The Baltimore Ravens
Ooh,
versus
Prime
the
TV
Tampa
on the
Bay
road. Ooh.
Buccaneers.
Oh, I know the Buccaneers is scared too, because
Man.
you know what? I'm actually gonna have to go with. I'm gonna take the Ravens. Actually, I like the Ravens. The Buccaneers have continued to struggle. I don't think
Struggle
at
man.
home and on the road, and I just don't see it. I don't think. Well, how are you going to change that in a short week? And Lamar coming off a win, And one thing about Baltimore, I will say this, is they seem to find ways to get gritty wins and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
I got to go with Tampa Bay. I just don't see Brady not coming. But it's Tom Brady.
you know,
bro.
I'm gonna let you have this one because I have like 3 games up on you, so I can give you this one and still keep the lead.
Now our next game is going to have me up entirely too early Sunday morning because it's
I'm gonna
played
watch
out in London,
I'm gonna get up and watch it. I'm gonna set an alarm and get up.
and that's the Denver Broncos versus the
Oh
Jacksonville
yeah, hey, this week I got up at like 7 and there was no overseas game. I was like, son of a bitch, fuck that up.
Man, and almost nobody's picking Broncos. You know I have to pick Broncos. On my
Oof.
side.
You know what? I mean, and I will go right along with almost no one.
Almost no one.
I mean, almost everyone, I should say. I'm gonna go with almost everyone and
Oh,
pick
you're
the
going
Jags.
Okay.
Well, there's 2 games you can get back on me on though. Look at that.
Next, we got Carolina Panthers versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Both these teams are struggling. Carolina's defense isn't bad though.
I just don't know.
And Chuba Hubbard has taken over and rocked the house, launching off. And oof. I'm gonna take the Falcons. I got to go with the Falcons on this one.
Falcons, too.
Unless something changes that makes me change my mind, I'm gonna go with them.
Going with the Birds. Next, we got Chicago Bears versus the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys looking good with
I mean,
Dak, right?
Right now, Dak is back, and they, what's his name, held it down while he was gone, and it's time to move on. And the Cowboys are looking good. I'm gonna take them over the Bears on this one. Yeah.
Then we got the Miami Dolphins versus the Detroit Lions.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you pick against Miami with a healthy Tua, that's just hard to do. The Lions are always going to be a creeper team. They have the offense and the defense to win, bottom line.
Man, it is kind of like that for them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Next, we got Arizona Cardinals versus the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going to actually have to take the Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings at home.
It's rough.
It sucks to have to pick against your team, but the Vikings are doing so well. They're in the 5, 6, 7 spot in the power rankings on every list. And the Cardinals are simply not. And so we'll see if maybe we can get away and, get out of there and sneak away with one. And I'll take the L on the board,
Right. Next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, I'm going to have to take the Raiders right now. I just don't know. If Jameis came back, I'd almost be willing to take the Saints, but not first game back, though.
That poor old man is back, huh? Next, we got the New England Patriots versus the New York Jets. Man, the Jets looking like they could steal one, huh?
I'm going to go with the Jets.
It's going to be at their house. You got to be excited as a Jets fan, right?
All I'm saying is Johnny's going to get his ice cream. He got his Mile High ice cream this week. He's going to get his ice cream next week. Johnny, sauce wasn't lying, dog. You getting ice cream this year. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have made that bet with my family.
You beat Green Bay.
I love ice cream, Mr. Johnny, sir.
Yeah,
I do.
God, I have to pick the Jets too.
Yep. Yeah, they beat Green Bay and Green Bay, by the way.
The last
Don't forget that
morning
part.
game
In
Green Bay.
yeah.
Yeah. And Johnny was wearing the cheese head. That guy.
Oh, he wore the cheese heads like Sauce? He loves Sauce so much. Oh, that's why, Sauce, you got to do good things, man. You got kids like Johnny out there looking up to you, rocking your jersey and wearing the cheese head, trying to impersonate you from the game. Which, by the way, clever move.
Then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Do they get beat by the rookie quarterback? I just don't see Pittsburgh pulling that off. I think Philadelphia is going to stay undefeated.
It's not just the offense, but Philly's defense is legitimately 100%. I think they get to 7-0. I agree with you. And like I told you, I'm riding the Philly wave until Philly finally loses. It's not hard to be objective with them. Tell me who's going to beat them, and I'll finally agree with you. But I just don't see it yet.
Right.
They haven't faced something where I'm like, oh damn.
That young team just needs to stay healthy.
Oh man, the dad went up.
Man, I'm over here choking. You're over here sneezing.
Devil alert. People over there like, they got
What's
COVID.
good? It's Blood Football Talk.
Hey, Blood Football Talk on Wake and Bake America shows, Facebook. We got the YouTube. Don't forget to check us out on all our shenanigans and places to find us. www.waketheletterandbakeamericashow.com. That's waketheletterandbakeamericashow.com. The website really recently newly designed. It's actually really colorful and bright. Really goes along with our theme of the morning,
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, all the links to Blunt Football Talk stuff is in there as well.
Higher quality link.
There's
higher quality news.
there's
through the Stone Panda.
that's more like an ad tile.
Yeah.
But
if
it'll
you,
take you there.
yeah, but if you pull up the Stone Panda, it's
technically,
going
if
to
you-
take you to.
Technically, if you click on the picture on my webpage, if you click on that I built with your ad, if you click on the picture, it'll take you to go buy merch. If you click on the name, it will take you to the website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm fucking dope.
That is pretty dope.
It's actually pretty easy to do if you want to know the truth.
Man, I got to come.
Since you don't
learn some
know,
of that.
I just figured I'd flex and act like I was really smart. But like real nerds are like this fucking guy.
I have no clue.
They're like
you
like
look at
6-year-olds do this for projects in class, bro. You ain't shit, Trey.
Like, I will pay a 6-year-old. Send me your 6-year-old.
Hey, whoa. It just that it didn't sound right. I mean, you probably shouldn't say it that way.
Send me your
More
smart
like Jermaine
6-year-olds.
Dupri collects rappers. Send him your 6-year-olds.
Yes,
There we go.
yes.
That's probably better. Yeah,
We need- We need to start them geniuses making some money right
Yeah.
away.
Childhood genius, prodigies, little prodigies. Come build me a website, little prodigy.
First game in the afternoon, we're going to have the Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans.
Titans. Easy. I like the Titans. I don't
Easy,
know
I
what
believe.
the Tennessee or Texans can do to come up off that. I like the Titans.
Next
next
game,
one.
the Washington Commandos versus the Indianapolis Colts. This is probably going to be the closest matched game.
This
for
is a
the
tough one
whole-
for me. I'm not sure, honestly. They're coming out with a new quarterback after benching Matt Ryan.
Commanders.
Heine was getting the Heine. He was kicking Heine.
Did you see that, Heine?
Heine was kicking Heine. I'm
Yeah.
going with Washington, actually.
I'm going with Indy.
I'm not gonna lie, I might chicken out later, but right now I'm going with Washington.
We'll see. Then we got San Francisco 49ers going to Los Angeles Rams.
Yo,
That's actually going to be another close one as well, I believe.
honestly, LA coming off the bye week, 2 weeks to prepare for the 49ers bothers me. 49ers coming off a loss. Maybe they want to get the win.
We
I'm
have Christian McCaffrey now. He gets to learn a little bit more about the.
Let me tell you why it doesn't matter, because they already had a good running back and only one guy can carry the ball at a time.
But was it Christian
That was
McCaffrey?
probably too far. You're right. It wasn't like it was C-Mac in the CMC touchdown factory. You're right.
I think I gotta go with the Rams though. Off the bye.
It's just tough. I got to go with you on this one. I want to pick the Niners, but I really do got to go with the Rams here. I mean, off the bye, like you said, that's the thing. That's the key right there. If it wasn't off a bye week and we had a little bit more data on them, like how they played last week, maybe I could go different. But nah. And plus, they just got blown out by the Chiefs. So they're licking their wounds and facing their division rival, their in-state division rival a week later.
Right.
Yeah, I got to go LA on that one.
Next game
one.
we got the New York Giants versus the Seattle Seahawks. And once again, I'm glad that we're on
Ooh, this
Wake and
one's
Bake's
tough.
live and not my live for what I'm about to say. Because I think Seattle is going to go ahead and pull that out. Their 12th man behind Geno and the young running back. Look.
I don't want to say or agree with you. I want to keep riding the.
Why do I
I want to keep riding the G
Walker?
train out there.
Is it Walker? I keep forgetting that kid's name.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker III,
The third.
which is a really cool name. Sounds like you do law or something.
He probably does.
Ladies and
On
gentlemen,
the side.
Judge Kenneth Walker III. You know what I mean? Like, it really does sound like he's like a judicial guy or something. But anyway, no. Oh man, I wanna believe that the G-men are gonna find a way to win, but it's the problem is Seattle's defense has started to figure stuff out, and their offense is still scoring points. I mean, look at what happened with the Chargers, man.
Right.
I just don't know how the G-men are going to be able to score to keep up. That's the catch. Will Coach Dab be able to? Will the Dab man be able to come up with a defense that can stop this very potent and completely capable? I'm going to go Seahawks, but I really, really, really hope I'm wrong, and I
Dab
really,
man.
really hope that the G-men win.
Yeah, man.
All right, what's up next?
We got Green
Bills,
Bay Packers
always.
versus and this is versus the Buffalo Bills.
To me,
This-
the Bills are the Eagles of the AFC. You pick them
Who's-
every time because you're gonna probably win.
Who's gonna stop them? I mean, obviously there's one team that has, but it's not gonna be
It
Green
was
Bay.
Miami, actually. I mean, if we're keeping it
That's
trail,
so
I'm pretty sure it was Miami that
So
beat them, if I remember
interesting.
right.
And then Monday night we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns.
You know what? I always call this the Halloween game, and it's because it's always the like orange and Halloween dark
Oh, I
colors. You know?
like it.
It is. It really is the Halloween game when they play on Halloween. I love it. And I got to tell you that that Cleveland game, run game, is scary good. But since the Bengals have been able to figure out how to protect Burrow, they have now turned things around and are, thanks to the woes of the Ravens, actually sort of the talk of the town out of nowhere. Like I said, we don't really pay attention to really the entire division whole thing like until it gets around the midway of the season, because then it really does start to matter, you know. But right now, with them sitting up front and with, like I said, with the Ravens struggling and having to play the Bucks, if the Bucks do come up with a way to knock off the Ravens, by God, the Bengals get a win on Monday night on Halloween.
I'm just going off of how they played this last week, you know. And you gotta say the Bengals are gonna pull it off. Yeah.
I'm going 56 points. 55.
I put 51.
55. I'm going 50, 54. I'm going 54. I'm going to go 54. I'm going 25 to 24 or 25 to 29. That was wrong. 24.
Hey guys, make sure you get out and vote, man.
24.
Get registered to
Yeah,
vote. Get ready
seriously,
to
we're getting
vote.
close,
Get the
man.
information.
Yo, T-minus 2 weeks, bro.
Read up on your stuff.
T-minus 2 weeks. 2 weeks away, man, from today. It's getting close, guys. If
It's
you
important.
haven't registered, get registered. If you can get your ballot, go get your ballot. Go vote early. Get it out of the way. Don't
Right.
wait for that Tuesday. Tell your boss, no, I'm voting today. This is the day I want to go vote because I don't want to wait. They cannot restrict you or stop you or prevent you from voting. They don't have to wait until the vote day. It's not that, maybe in your state that's that law, but where I live, it's not. Maybe you don't live in the right place. But I can tell you where I live, they really like make it easy to vote.
Right.
Not to make it easy
Right.
to
And
cheat.
If
It's
you
hard.
are in Colorado, you should
Bro.
already have all your stuff. If you don't, your
Bro, they've hit
address
me up
is
and
not
been like-
registered correctly or something. So you're most likely at this point
They've hit
have
us up
to
and been
vote
like, hey, your signature's
in
going off.
person.
Was
right?
this you? Oh, excuse
Would
me.
you say if you haven't received any information, you're probably going to have to vote in person, right?
Right. Well, probably, yeah. Or go
So-
well, no, because if you didn't receive it, but you can go get your ballot and well, anyway, yeah, you can vote early. But what I will tell you is this: they were really cool. They were like, "Oh yeah, your signature's off" in a email, and it was like, if that wasn't you that voted, let us know. And if it was, then just ignore this message. So I was like, I'll just ignore this message.
Okay.
I was like, I know I voted. Let's go, buddy.
But yeah,
Or maybe
Do
it
it,
was the other way
guys.
around. I think I had to confirm that
Do
I
it.
voted. I think I had to hit something like confirm, like yeah, I voted. It was me, buddy. I love button.
tell the person next to you to do it. Tell them to tell the person next to them to do it.
Who told the person next to them? Who told the person next to them?
And we don't
Chain
care
reaction.
what.
And it better
your
not
vote
be
is.
I'm buying
We
a
don't-
boat like
we
the
don't
telephone
care
game.
what
No,
your
stop,
vote is.
stop. Listen, all you immature fuckers.
Just
It
vote.
better not be I'm buying a boat by the time it gets to the end of the game. Because I know how you bitches are when we play telephone in school. Somebody just fuck it up just to be an asshole.
Fucking asshole.
A fucking asshole. I was actually that asshole. They were like, the wind whispers on a rainy night. And I'd turn over and I'd be like, the wind is crisper on a rainy night. And then it would just be fucked up by the end. And I'm like, it was more fun to be diabolical than to get that shit right. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty fun. Yeah, I'm fucking dick. I was a little shit in school. Weren't we all? Anyway, love, peace, and chicken grease.
Love you.
We out. I'm going to do a lot actually. But anyway, see there or there.
Hey. Peace.
And then I gotta go keep an eye on Cammy because she fucking had a bloody nose at work. And then she came home, poor thing. She had to go put her fucking laundry in the laundry, and the dryer door was open, and she fucking stood up and busted her fucking head. So now she has a fucking knot on her head and lost a bunch of blood from her bloody nose at work.
I better go check on her. She looked like she was a little upset when she came out early.
She did. We talked to each other without talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she pretty much told me she didn't feel well. So I do need to go check on her, actually, which is why we need to leave the studio. So we out this bitch.